run PR, and it's a public relations, special events, and artist management. So I work a lot in the arts and for the nonprofits here in the Sacramento region. I provide special events to artists and musicians and designers and things like that, so they always have activities to be a part of, and part of my public relations company is making sure that people know what's going on all of the time. I work a lot with artists and designers, and so they had asked, I was recommended to them to put on an international art or fashion show. So 18 models and 11 different cultures represented that are pretty significant in the South Sacramento area. And the whole concept, well, at least what the whole goal was to show the diversity in South Sacramento, to break down some of those barriers, because there is known for violence from different cultures against different cultures. So we wanted to break down those barriers, and we wanted to showcase them in a best possible light, which is, fashion and the arts. So always a great non-threatening way to, kind of introduce each other. Today we're here for the very first inaugural Big Fair in Little Saigon. Really excited, everyone's setting up, a lot of actions going on. Today I'll be emceeing the International Fashion Show. High school, we had broadcasting, and I was in student government, and student government was all about planning and getting everyone pumped up and excited about things. So it was great, I loved it. So that was my big, strong extracurricular activity. I was in it all 4 years. One marketing class changed my life. It was essentially what I've been doing all my life that I didn't know. And I was like, I always thought I was doing like the extra work at my dad's office, but it turned out I was doing all the marketing and all the PR for it. And I loved it, and I kind of had a title for it now and some validation, and I had an amazing professor who taught me how to write a press release and what to do to pitch it, and I pitched a story about my brother moving to Sacramento as an artist, and we got a huge write-up in the Beat for it. So I was like, I think I'm onto something. so it was fun, it was great. So I started my business out of here. It's a membership-based working community. So I worked for 2 years, and then I had my studio, and I had my team as it grew and stuff, so I just felt uncomfortable having a million people constantly seeing me.
Yeah.
Welcome, we're at the Temporary Contemporary Gallery here at Fidel Castro Boulevard. I wanted to come check it out. This is one of my favorite spots. It definitely has the most cutting edge conceptual art pieces in Sacramento. It's a beautiful space. I just held a huge event here, so I wanted to make sure, show my love. My goal for college was to be prepared to start my own business and to use any opportunity to train me as much as possible with hands-on training. And that's what I loved about the PR program. It was so hands-on, and it was so just by doing, that's how you're gonna learn. So I ran some campaigns one semester, and then I was nominated for president the second, and it was really running my own first business because we had no money, we had no membership, there was no motivation, no momentum to it. So that was what I was charged with doing, and Professor Howard's like, Veronica, I know you could do it, let's bring this organization back. And so I had a great group of people, and we were in classrooms all the time. So it was just, I felt like that was my trial test, kind of a test of, can I run a business? Can I resuscitate a kind of floundering little organization? Can we make this thriving again? So it went really well. We fundraised, we left the next year with like a $5,000 cushion, which we never even had that much before. Our memberships were up to 70 people, and then we had a board of directors that had all age groups, seniors, juniors, and sophomores, so they had something to build for. So it was great. I loved it. It was the best experience. It was the best college experience, best volunteering. We got them out into the community. It was a fantastic, it was like a crazy little journey because it was very stressful at times. So from that, now I work with a lot of nonprofits that aren't necessarily in the arts and businesses that have nothing to do with the arts, and all they want is PR. They don't want events. They don't want anything like that. So this month I just signed my first international company, which they're based here in Sacramento. It's the California Clothing Recyclers, and they recycle clothing. They send it to Costa Rica, to China, to Argentina, and they have all these clients around the world. And they're like, we just really want some strong media attention here in Sacramento about what we're doing, and then we want you to start building out basically the rest of California. I was like, okay, well, yeah. I was like, that sounds great. So it's a big project. It's a long-term contract. So I think that's the most exciting part, is because now I'm working towards these long-term contracts and signing clients that want just full, aggressive public relations strategies throughout the year. The best things you could do is to volunteer and take on some mentors that are either on the board of directors or a professor or just someone in your industry, and listen to them. Take them out to coffee, just hang out with them and talk with them, and hear stories. Are a great pace to learn from older people, or not even older, but just someone that knows more than you. So it's just mentors, and volunteering is very important. It's been instrumental to my entire growth, my business now. I take on mentors. Every person that I think is smaller than me, then hey, you're my mentor. You're smarter than me, I want to be friends with you. So I have a lot of friends, so I'm not the smartest person, but everyone's always has something to teach. So.